Bitcoin reclaimed 70K. Is it gonna hold this time? Hi, my name is Victor. I'm a coach here at Safehouse. And today I want to cover the important levels on the chart for the remaining days of the week. Let's get cooking.
Before you continue, please pause the video and read this trade disclaimer. None of the information contained here is financial advice. This is only for educational purposes.
All right. Here we have the Bitcoin BTC USD pair on Bybit. We are on the weekly time frame right now. And you're thinking, what do I need the weekly time frame for? Well, let me just tell you something. 70K is a nice round number, but in itself, it means nothing, in my opinion. What does mean something are horizontal levels. Now, if you start talking about horizontal levels, especially in high time frame, like weekly levels, then it gets really interesting. There's one more level that we could add to this one, besides the two that we have here, and it's this one right smack in the middle. That is at 69K, yeah? And then you could also say, well, it's an important resistance being flipped to support. Yes, perhaps, but I'm just gonna pick the furthest one out that we have since the end of February, since price got up to these levels. The current weekly level of resistance is right there, 71,419. Very important level of resistance. The current level of support, 67,272. These are the freshest, newest, flashiest weekly levels, and the ones that give the range the farthest room to run. And of course, we can go back here to 3 years ago and have our old school 65.5K level also on the chart. Yeah, so it comes from there, from November 21 back then. And this one is also holding a support. So if you want, you can also add that, and it'll give a bit more room to your local range. And of course, you can go down to the daily time frame and get even more details with daily levels. Yeah, but I actually like the weekly time frame for this. I kid you not. And I actually want to take this one off so we can focus on what's going on right now. And you can already see yourself that without having to complicate anything or go into much detail, Bitcoin is at above 70K, just ever so slightly. However, it is not claiming this weekly level of resistance, and it is not losing the 67.2K level of support. So even though yesterday specifically, there was a nice volatile move intraday with price dropping, with that news data dropping before New York session, that was very nice. The price rallied back up, and here we are now. However, look at what happened today already. It managed to take yesterday's highs, important mechanic, almost reached the weekly level again, which is an area of resistance anyway. Yeah? If you're looking at this like this, and this is clear resistance. Yeah, even if price does spend a few days outside of it here, bloop, it ends up failing in the end. So this area is a problem. 71.4 is a problem. You know? That's the one that needs to be claimed if you want to see the ridiculous price targets that some people are throwing out there. So instead of getting sucked in by all that crazy talk, what I look at is simply the chart, the objective stuff, and say, well, if that's to be the case, if we're supposed to expect insane price targets on Bitcoin, well, then price has to get up here, flip this to support, and make new all-time highs. It's as simple as that. You know? But obviously, it's not doing that. It's stuck in this sideways little box range here. So we can even use lower levels to define a better range. For example, I'm going to give you another one. Feeling generous today. Come on, let's pop it on there. Whoops, not that. This right there. Since we're on the daily time frame, this is now a daily level. Yeah? So this is a daily level of support and the lowest one here available. So all of this you can consider sideways price action. So outlook for the next few days, right? Today's already Thursday. Keep in mind that we have today and tomorrow left as normal trading days where the legacy markets are open, the stock exchanges are open, and then weekend mode is basically like non-existent, at least for me. That's the way I approach markets. And then I check the following month. So what's important for the bullish scenario? Quite simple. Flip that weekly level to support and go higher. That's not happening right now today. New York session is coming up in 1 hour, so it will be very interesting. There are levels of support like that daily here. That daily was already backtested and phew, up you go. So there are levels in between, but overall, this is the higher time frame range. And if you want to have it a bit more compressed, then you can use those 2 weekly levels. So what do I think, or what do I expect? Well, from an area of resistance, I expect price to pull back because that's what it does at areas of resistance. So even if it spends a whole bunch of days up here, this is an area where eventually I expect failure and for price to return to support, like here, like there, and like there, and continue wonderful, beautiful, great range of ranges. So based on that, quite simply just with the horizontals, and of course there's a few more factors that I like to look at, and our premium members have access to that. We post daily updates, real-time insights. We actually have, oh my goodness, in half an hour, we're gonna start our premium opening bell session where we cover over Discord and in real time what's going on with this, what's going on with all the interesting assets out there, not just crypto, but of course Forex as well, gold as well, and stocks or the indices, depending on what's moving. Yeah. So we're going to look at this in detail to actually judge, okay, what's going on right now? Is this going to push for another push higher again? There's also, of course, the option to look at specialized software to get even more information of the intraday action. Look at that, it's flipping the daily open. These are things that matter. Yeah, these are things that you can look at in the low time frames and take possible trades off of, or take profit levels and so on and so forth. All of this for educational purposes, of course. No financial advice. Very, very important to keep that in mind. So right now it is an absolutely no man's land because it's dancing around the daily open. Look at today's candle. It's like teeny tiny compared to the past few days. Yeah, so that's a very undecisive day. But from an area of resistance, you expect price to rotate lower. Okay, that's just the higher time frame bias. These are the key levels that I'm definitely going to be keeping in mind. That lower daily in case price rotates on there, and those two weeklies are my absolute favorites for now. So today's Thursday, tomorrow Friday. Where is this weekly candle going to close? Is it going to close as it is now? Then it's going to create another weekly level support. Everything is crunching up, squeezing up. That will cause traders to become trapped. Yeah. And it'll cause liquidity grabs, liquidity hunts, and all those mechanics that we have in our modules, also available to the premium members, the modules that explain stuff like this. And of course, the daily updates, where in the morning we say, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. This looks like it could be interesting today. That's all the stuff that our premium members get. Besides the fact that, they can be with each other, with like-minded traders, and push each other to be better. By the way, if you like what you see, hit the like and subscribe button. That does help us out a lot. And if you want to join in on today's session, go for it. We do have a 2-week free trial, which is ending soon. And you can check everything out without any obligations. So I hope you enjoyed this. And I need to get offline now and start preparing for today's live trading session, because we're going to look at this in detail. George is ready to go as well. So let's go. Hope to see you there. Thanks for your attention. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Elevate your mastery in trading. Join the Safehouse Vanguard today.